In this video, we're going to upgrade our Break and Retest EA again by adding some trade management. So far, the EA can enter trades using proper risk percentage position sizing, but once the trade is open, there is no active trade management. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to add a break-even function and also a partial close function. This will allow us to lock in profits as price moves in our favor. It will help to reduce exposure and also manage trades automatically. We'll move the stop loss to break even at a defined R level and optionally close a portion of the position at that time. Okay, so before I add anything to the file, first I want to create a new copy of it. So I right click the name of the file, I come down to open containing folder, and I right click on the file again, copy, and then I paste, and I will just change this one's name to plus break even, and then we click X. In the navigator we click experts, and we just want to double click the break and retest EA plus break even, and then we can close this one off. We click compile, and now we have a new copy of the EA. If you're interested in automated trading or building your own expert advisors, I've put together a few free resources on my website. So you can download my free professional trading journal, which helps you track your win rate, your average R expectancy, and overall performance. There's also a free MQL5 starter template, which includes the basic framework I use when building real expert advisors. If you want to learn how to code your own trading robots, I also have a complete MQL5 programming course where we build expert advisors step by step from scratch. And if you already have a strategy and want it fully automated, I offer custom EA development services where I turn your trading rules into a clean, reliable MT5 expert advisor. You can find everything here at MQLexpert.com. So first we want to add the new inputs for break even and partial close. These will allow us to enable or disable the features and also to control when they trigger. We define whether break even is used, the R level to trigger it, and any offset in points. Then we define whether partial close is used, again the R level to trigger it, and the percentage of the position to actually close. Next, we add some tracking variables. These just make sure that the break even and partial close only happen once per trade. We will add a boolean for break even done and another for partial close done. These are reset when a new trade is opened. We then add a helper function to retrieve the current symbol position. This gives us the ticket, the position type, the open price, the stop loss, the take profit, and the volume. So we need this information to calculate the R multiples and manage the trade. Now we create the main trade management function. So this is where break even and partial close logic will be handled. So first we try to get the current position, and if no position exists, then we return immediately. Then we calculate the risk distance using the stop loss points. This gives us the 1R value for the trade. Next we handle the break even, so we check if break even is enabled and not already triggered. And then for buy trades, we calculate the break even trigger price using the open price plus the R multiple, and if price reaches that level, then we move the stop loss to break even plus any offset. For sell trades we do the same, but in the opposite direction. After that we handle the partial close, so we check if partial close is enabled and not already triggered. We then calculate the trigger price using the R multiple, and if triggered we calculate the lot size to close. Next we call the trade management function. This is placed at the very start of the on tick, and when a new trade is opened we reset the management flags, and we also reset these flags when a new trading day starts. So that's pretty much it for that. Now the EA not only enters trades automatically, but it also manages them automatically. it can move the stop loss to break even, partially close profits, and reduce your risk. So what we can do now is we can click compile. We can see there are no errors and no warnings, and we can jump over to MetaTrader 5 to test that it is working. Okay, so now we're back in MetaTrader 5. We click view, come down to strategy tester. We change the file to the one that we've just created, the break even one. None of this matters. Go to inputs. We can see now that we have the use break even, the break even trigger R, the break even offset points, the partial close trigger, and the partial close percent. So just to test it, we're just going to use the default values. So we will move the stop loss to break even when price reaches 1R profit. We won't use any offset points. This just means if, for example, if you was to put 5, then it would put the stop loss in a buy trade 5 points above your entry price, so you'll be slightly in profit, and obviously the opposite for a sell. We'll use the partial close, and we will close half of the trade at 1R. So when break even happens, when the stop loss is moved to entry, it will also close half of the trade. So if we click start, so we know we don't get a trade on this day, but we do get a buy trade on the following day. You can see that we have our entry. We have 4.14 lots. So you can see when price moved 1R in our favor, our stop loss was put to break even and our volume halved. So it closed 50% of the trade and it moved stop loss to break even. So this is correct. We can see that it's working. We don't get a trade on this day. So if I turn it back down, I think we get a sell on this day. So we have a sell position, 4.21 lots. So the trade has moved to the stop loss has moved to the entry price. The volume has been halved. So this is working perfectly. And that one was taken out at break even. Obviously it closed 50% of the trade first. So yeah, overall very happy with that. I am going to continue with this series. I'm going to look at what else could be added to it. Once I'm happy with how it is, we will do a full back test to see if it is actually profitable. But until then, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.